Alright, so this fanfiction idea, because I haven't done clearly enough Halloween stuff, I thought this would be kind of fun, and I haven't really talked about Hey Arnold in a while, so why not have a Hey Arnold Killer Clowns from Outer Space crossover? Because why the flying fuck not? Yeah. So, as you can see from the title, Killer Clowns from Outer Space and Hey Arnold. So let's get started. If you're wondering where we are canonically with this story, like where we are in the where we are in Hey Arnold canon, this is after the Jungle movie. So it's a couple months after that Hey Arnold movie. Arnold's feeling good. He's now on a tentative date, tentative relationship with Helga. They're still trying to figure each other out. He's got his parents back. He's happy, and it's Halloween night, and he's gonna go on a Halloween date with Helga. They're not gonna go trick or treating. They're just gonna be like, "Hey, do you want to just go?" They're gonna have like a drive-in classic movie thing. Do you want to just go and watch that at the? You want to go watch that? You want to go do that? And Helga's like, "Oh yeah, sure." And the thing is like Gerald and Phoebe are like, "Oh my god, this is worse than they weren't together," because they're like, Helga and Arnold still aren't like, they're together, but they also don't know like how, like, it's been so long of Helga the bully that Helga's having trouble adapting to being in a legit relationship. It's actually like kind of eluding her how to do it, honestly. Like it's actually it's incredibly hard for her to like not make, say football head or like jump when someone touches it, when like Arnold like touches her, and like, what are you doing, football head? Sorry, right, stop saying that. So it's they're going through an adjustment period. But this Halloween date should go well. I mean, Gerald and Phoebe are going to be there. It's a all-night drive-in, and Arnold's parents are also having an adjustment period too, because they've been out of their life so long, out of his life so long. So they're like, "So, you like these horror movies?" He's like, "Kinda. I mean, it's just kind of a fun date." And he's like, "Yeah, totally. How about we take you? Your mom and I will take you, and you guys can just watch the movies, and then we'll leave you alone unless you want to hang out more." And they're like, "Sure, you can do what you want." So it's like Arnold is happy, but like it's still like an adjustment period for everyone, because it's a whole new ball game for Arnold and everyone around him. So movie night's going well. Arnold's parents are like, "Hey son, we're just gonna we'll come back. Like, we'll leave you here at the movies. We'll come back and pick you guys up. That sound cool? Like, you can just have like a midnight Halloween picnic. That sound cool?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure, that's fine." So Arnold's parents leave. So the movies are going well. Arnold is like trying to, he's enjoying himself. He's like got his arm around Helga, and he's like, "This feels so weird." And Helga's like, "I know, but I kind of like it. Do you like it? I like it too." So they're trying to like do the adorable relationship stuff when Arnold and of course the other kids of PS 118 are all there in the movie, at the drive-in, and up in the sky they see this huge just flash of light come streaking across the sky and crash land not too far away in the park. So of course, Arnold, Helga and Arnold and some of the other kids are like, "This movie," especially Harold, who's like, "This movie sucks. Let's go find out what that comet is. Maybe it's a rainbow for leprechauns." And everyone, and Arnold's like, "Harold, there are so many things wrong with that sentence that I will educate you on proper Irish mythology, but not today." So the kids, but everyone else is just kind of like, "It was cool, and it'd be cool to see it, but we're here for the movies. We paid to watch this movie." But curiosity and also boredom gets to the better of Helga, and she like convinces Arnold, Gerald, and Phoebe to like go and investigate what this what this strange rock is. What this comet was, and maybe even pick up a moon rock. So they sneak out of the movies and head out and follow where the rock landed, in the park. And they go deeper into it, and what they discover is a fucking circus tent. They find it there, and they're like, who said the circus was in town? And they're like, doesn't look like any circus tent I've ever seen. So they go in, and immediately everything looks weird. Like there are like it looks metal, it's metallic, everything feels strange. It's just, it's giving off this horrible vibe. And when they accidentally stumble into an engine room, they're like, wait a minute, the shooting star, we're in it! And of course, that's when they encounter the Klowns. And the Klowns are, like, when they run into the Klowns, like, oh crap! So they take off running, but one of the Klowns hits them with the popcorn, and Phoebe's like, popcorn? Why popcorn? And Gerald's like, because they're clowns, that's why! So they take off running, and the Klowns slowly follow them into the city. And if you thought the Klowns invading a small town was fun, you ain't seen nothing yet, because now we're headed into a major city on Halloween night. So the Klowns just start like are now free in the town, free in the city, and they're like knocking on people's doors for like trick or treat, and they're like, well, I don't have any candy. Clown pops out, blasts them, wraps them up in cotton candy. Another one is like, Oscar encounters one, is like, hey clown, do you have spare change? I am Oscar. And the clown's like, digs around and is like, oh boy, I get free change. This never works. And the clown pulls out its ray gun and is like, oh, woe is me, and gets blasted. Then another scene of like, another scene of like Bob and Miriam are just at home, and Bob's been plagued by trick-or-treaters all night, and he's just like, I swear, if I run into another trick-or-treater, I'm gonna knock their block off. So he throws open the door when he hears the door, and he's like, what do you want, kid? And the clown's like, guys, it's Shorty with his boxing gloves. And he's like, yeah, and just punches him, knocks him out, and they take the Bob and Miriam. So of course the kids have run back to the theater, and they're like, we just saw clowns, and they're like, clowns? Yeah, from outer space. And everyone's like, this is the dumbest joke you've ever said. Like, you need to work on your Halloween parade. He's like, no, it's true. And sure enough, as like Harold's like leading the charge and mocking them, that's when the clowns burst in, and everyone freaks out and runs. So they run out and see that the whole town is being overrun by the Klowns. And of course, this is not going to go well, because it's even Arnold sees his own parents get, like, Arnold, and then they get blasted, and wrapped up. And they're like, they're kidnapping everyone we know and taking them to their ship. And they're like, for what? I don't know. They're wrapping up in cotton candy. Maybe they're going to eat them. So everyone's like, what do we do? Do we call the government? And they're like, oh yeah, that's fine. We'll totally call the government and tell everyone that, hey, we're being attacked by killer clowns from outer space. That's a great movie title, by the way. Anyway, so it's Arnold and Helga who rally everyone, and Arnold gives this impassioned speech of like, we're not gonna let a bunch of clowns from outer space take our parents. I just got mine back, and I'm not gonna lose them to a bunch of alien clowns. And they're like, yeah! And Helga's like, I am totally in love with this football-headed idiot. So everyone bands together, and they're like, how do we fight them? Any ideas? It's like, well, what do clowns hate? Like pies and whatnot? So they actually like gather like a bunch of weapons and even hand make them and prepare to like march on the clowns. And the clowns are all like, when they see the army of kids like all wearing like garbage, like trash cans for body armor and like holding baseball bats and stuff, the clowns are like, and Harold's like, I can't do this, I'm gonna retreat. And Curly's like, for the glory of the Imperium of Man. And everyone's like, God, we gotta get Curly off of Warhammer websites. So Curly goes charging in, he gets wrapped up, and everyone's like, did anyone feel bad about that? I didn't think so. But Arnold leads the charge on the clowns. They all start fighting, and during the fight, when Helga's about to be wrapped up, Arnold takes out grabs a rock and throws it and hits the clown in the nose, making it explode. He's like, the nose! You gotta aim for the nose, guys! And that's when the clown's like, uh-oh. So now the clowns have realized they have a weakness, and the kids start fighting back and hitting the clowns in the nose, killing them. But some of the clowns do escape, and they're like, we can't let them get back on their ship and take all the adults away. So the kids chase after the remaining clowns. They're getting into their ship. The ship is, as it's about to take off, Arnold, Phoebe, Helga, and Gerald are the ones who manage to get on the ship. As the ship's taking off, they're like trying to find their way through the ship and get to the end, get to the cotton candy cocoon room. But as they do, they're like running into more clowns, and even like a door gag. It's like, another door! Another door! Another door! Until eventually they do run into a main chamber where they encounter Clownzilla, aka Jojo the Clown. Arnold says, hey, Helga, Gerald, get Helga and Phoebe and get the adults out of here. I'll draw it off. So Arnold draws Jojo the Clown away, and Helga's like, oh my god, he's my beloved Arnold's going to sacrifice himself for the good of humanity. If he dies, I'm gonna fucking kill him. So Arnold battles Clownzilla, but what he doesn't realize is that Helga stayed behind while Gerald and Phoebe are the ones freeing everyone from the cotton candy cocoons. What happens is Arnold is grabbed by Clownzilla, and he's like squeezing him, and he's like making a little reference to Dragon Ball Abridged, where he's like squeaky. Arnold gets squeezed so hard he makes a squeaky noise. Why is the clown's like, ooh, squeak, 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 squeak. This is amazing. Why does everybody do that? That's my rib cage puncturing my lungs. Anyway, so while Clownzilla is distracted by hurting Arnold, Helga comes in, does like a friggin' Attack on Titan move where she like jumps out of nowhere with a baseball bat and just comes down on Jojo's nose, popping it, thereby destroying Jojo the Clown. But with Jojo destroyed, the ship starts spinning out of control, and it crash lands back on Earth, and everyone's like, oh my god, they're all dead. But thankfully no one is dead, and everyone is safe from it. And in doing so, all the adults are saved. They're like being pulled out of the cocoons, and they're like, holy crap, I am never eating cotton candy again. I'm never going to a circus. I'm not even going to look at I'm never going to be able to look at a clown the same way without feeling. And this is Bob talking. Bob is like, I swear if I see another clown or not, I'm going to punch it right in the face. And he sees Curly, who's dressed as a clown. He goes, I think I just assaulted a minor, but I'll deal with the charges later. But at the end, Arnold's like, Helga, thank you for saving me. Listen, I know we're still trying to figure each other out. And she just grabs him and kisses him and is like, that works too. So there you go, guys. That is the Hey Arnold, Killer Clowns from Outer Space crossover. I wanted to do another Halloween kind of centric story, and I haven't done anything with Hey Arnold, and Killer Clowns would really work in that universe if you really think about it. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this crossover? Did you guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the multiverse.